Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners, a podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive into the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson, and with me, as always, is my co-host and trusted protector and confidant, Stairmaster.
Hello, Mom. Sergeant PPO DuPaul Stairmaster reporting.
And with us, as always, is our other co-host and Secretary of the House, Kiorein.
Hello, I'm very skeptical of all these things you've just said, but carry on.
Yeah, TV Tuners, we watch the very best in television and only discuss that and nothing else.
Okay. We'll see about that. I'm going to take some notes here.
Yeah? What are you jotting down there, pal?
I'm just writing that you don't have very much credibility.
How so?
Oh, I'm just saying, you're just talking about how we're doing this podcast, but I don't see any proof yet.
Mom, I'm going to have to ask you to step away from the windows. It's a security risk.
Wait, which one of us is Mum?
You, Mom.
I Mum?
Yes, Mom. I,
Okay.
Mom. Correct, Mom.
Why is Stairmaster watching the windows?
He's a bodyguard.
Since when?
There have been threats against your life, Mom.
Swanson, haven't you seen the threat level went up and we had to get new security?
Well, we didn't really get new security. It's just one of us became a security guard.
There was a bomb here last week, Mom.
I mean,
Remember?
that is true. There was a bomb here last week.
Yeah, so that's the deal. And you better
Yeah.
get used to it because this is his new personality.
And this will certainly last for at least the next 5 episodes.
Absolutely, Mom. I can keep this accent up for all of 5 hours, Mom.
I mean, we've already established continuity. He mentioned last week's episode.
I absolutely do not need to keep saying Mom to keep the accent going, Mom.
Are we going to have like a last time on thing now?
Yeah, it's only going to be narrated by Stairmaster in that voice, though.
Previously on TV Tuners. He made you suck?
I let you inside me. Anyway, what you guys watch anything interesting this week?
Oh, well, yes.
Oh,
I watched both versions of Carrie for film class. That was cool, I guess. Well, the first one was cool.
Is the remake not good? I don't
The
remember.
remake's kind of just boring. I mean, they try to do some humanization of the characters, but
Well, yeah, isn't the whole thing that you
cinematography.
want to see everybody in that movie get murdered
Yeah.
brutally?
except for the gym teacher, who gets it very hard in the original.
Oh yeah, I guess the gym teacher's like fine.
Actually, in the original, only like 2 or 3 people actually laugh at Carrie, so I'm not sure they deserved it. But then
I don't
again,
know.
in that version, it's not really Carrie's fault. She's having like a psychotic episode.
So wait, in the new one, is it actually Carrie's fault?
Yeah, she's grinning while she's killing people. There's like one scene while she smiles while some people get trampled to death.
That's cool. I'm glad that somehow the newer version of something made mental illness worse than the older version of something.
Yeah. Also, there was a 2002 TV movie. I have
Carrie?
no knowledge. Yeah, of Carrie.
That sounds equally bad as this other version you were talking about.
Also,
Look,
Stephen King did a book that was made into a movie called Christine. Or was it Christine or Christy?
Christine's the one with the car.
Yes, they both start with K.
Is that okay?
That's all.
That's
I
one of the
have
letters
to
of
say.
the alphabet. K.
K.
My favorite letter, K. What about you, Keo? Anything interesting?
Oh, also, I went to the movie theaters with my papa.
What did you and Papa watch?
Bardock, the father of Goku.
Wait,
And
for
Dragon
real?
Ball- yeah, there was a double feature of that and Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn to promote the new movie.
And your dad
That's
was
coming
like,
out in January.
let's get hype!
I wistfully watched the sunset.
Oh.
You do that every week.
Tell me,
Yeah, well,
Keo.
I haven't talked about it until now.
Tell me, Keo, did you see the sunrise this morning? Bang! Only Swanson will get that.
Will I?
It's a bang. Yes, you're the TV nerd. You're supposed to know that scene.
I do get that. But...
Okay.
I don't get it. You have to explain it to me. Don't be rude.
It's a very famous scene on Magnum P.I. where he just straight up murders a dude when he can't arrest him.
Oh, wow.
It was very shocking.
Yeah, it was. Tom Selleck gives no fucks. Not with that mustache.
Yeah, it was a big deal back in the 80s, just having your TV show hero extrajudicially kill a guy.
Especially when they're just a detective. Like a private eye.
Yeah. Not even like David Caruso, working for the government.
Yeah, really nobody in the government ever murders someone in cold blood. That's a joke, you see. They do it all the time.
We live in Hell World.
It's not Hell World. It's more like Hell Town.
Speaking of Hell World, how's the weather over in your part of the world?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Why am I in Hell World?
Oh, I mean, there's a big fire.
Half your state's on fire.
That's not hell. Hell is cold and icy.
Oh, so Swanson, you're in hell. We're both in hell.
Wait, if hell is cold and icy, why do they say when hell freezes over as a term of impossibility?
Because people
they're
don't know
stupid.
How to read. Yeah, haven't you read Dante's Inferno?
There are both hot and cold levels of hell.
Hell's at the opposite end of the universe from God. They're like two sides of the room, a very big room.
And
God has a really toasty fireplace. And
God is the sun.
God is a living heater.
God is the sun. Don't you get it? That's why we have to sacrifice people's hearts to him.
What if we died and you went to heaven and God was just like a space heater?
That'd be good. I like sitting up next to a space heater. Feels nice.
Yeah, like there's just a giant, one of those Japanese kotatsus. You put your legs under, it's all warm, and you're with your friends and family for eternity. And if you're tired, you can take a nap under there.
Yeah, this actually sounds pretty nice.
So God is the table thingy?
No, it's a heater.
Oh, okay.
I guess the table's on top of God. So the table would be like the Holy Spirit or something.
Where's Christ come into this?
We don't talk about him.
He's just lurking nearby, watching.
Well, when you walk into heaven, there's a shoe rack, to take your shoes off before you.
And that's Christ?
No, that's St. Peter.
Oh.
I guess there might be like a tea set, and that's Jesus. Yeah, this is a really good afterlife we've come up with, guys.
Yeah, this is...
we should quit the podcasting business and just start our own religion, like...
We're going to make
our own religion
out of
based off of already existing religion, Christianity.
Well, that's what they did, and that's what Islam did.
Whoa, buddy. Watch yourself.
And that's what Roman religiosity did.
I guess technically all religion is based off of other religion.
It's all stolen. It's all fan fiction.
Fan fiction for the truth. Then the truth is that God is a giant space heater.
I don't know if you guys know this, but whenever somebody makes a new religion, that actually changes reality to be the new truth.
Oh, I guess we got to create a new religion stat.
Oh man, so does that mean that neo-paganism or Scientology is the canon?
Yeah, I guess Scientology is the canon right now, right? That's the most recent religion?
Yeah.
Or are we counting like whatever John Jones was up to?
Oh no, then that means that...
It doesn't matter how trivial...
David Koresh! Okay, this Church of Satanism is too recent.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
Oh, actually it's 2012.
Also, technically the Church of Satanism might be recent, but Satanism itself is definitely not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I watched Netflix's Big Mouth Season 2. It's pretty alright.
Hey, what that Big Mouth do?
Sex stuff, it turns out.
Oh! Well...
That makes a lot of sense, now that you think about it.
It's a show about the grossness of puberty.
Oh, dear.
Sounds...
Yeah, what a terrible time.
Sounds pretty gross.
It's fun. It's very funny, but also very unpleasant.
You're just being awkward and nervous and gooing all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had a great puberty. It was fantastic. I knew exactly what was going on and happy about it.
And your skin was perfectly fine.
The best part about puberty is that everyone always accurately explains it to you. And prepares you for it.
Yeah, they don't make up random lies like wet dreams. You'll be blacked out after being really tired at a soccer game.
And sex ed definitely tells you everything you need to know.
Without sex ed, I wouldn't have known that the only way to not get any diseases is to never have sex. Unless you're married.
Give your body to the Lord.
Oh, really? Isn't it kind of like shocking that sex ed doesn't even mention masturbation once, at least here?
What are you talking about, Kiorein? Masturbation is a sign that Satan has gotten into your penis and makes you...
My high school
or vagina.
They don't teach you what masturbation is, but they'll teach you all the suborgans of the penis.
Yeah.
Like the vas deferens, the epidermis.
But they'll only sort of casually teach you that. They'll just say, here are these parts.
They'll spend an hour showing you gross STD photos, but they won't tell you how to jerk off.
No, you just got to figure that. That's something you figure out on your own, Kiorein, right?
They did that to us in like 7th grade, not even high school.
Prime jerking off age.
They actually had a presentation for sex ed for me in 5th grade, but I didn't get the signature sign, so I just didn't have to go.
Oh, we had a puberty one in 5th grade, but it wasn't about sex. It was just about
there was no
boners.
Sex talk.
It was just boners and wet dreams, I think.
But no masturbation talk.
I just heard the people on the schoolyard talking about it the next day, like, about how crazy it was. There was like this really aggressive guy on top of the woman.
Oh no.
I'm just like, what? What are you talking about?
Please, respect boundaries.
Alright, let's get into some news, huh?
Remember when you were in kindergarten and the coolest thing was to say the word sex? Because that was basically the F word back then?
No.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I was pure and innocent during kindergarten. I didn't know what sex was.
Well, we didn't either. We just knew the word sex.
I didn't know the word sex.
I envy you, Keo.
I don't.
I didn't know all the bad words until I was in high school.
You know who else doesn't know the word sex? Disney.
But then why'd they put it in the clouds of Lion King?
You
just gotta look for it.
They didn't know what it was. They just put 3 letters.
Yeah, it happened to be those 3 letters. Disney's working hard on making a streaming service to crush all other streaming services beneath its giant feet.
Its mascot shall be the immortal Iron Fist.
Protector of Kunlun?
That's right.
Oh no.
Anyway, Disney is planning on launching its new streaming service sometimes next year, titled currently Disney Plus.
Plus what?
Plus
money, presumably. I don't know. But yeah, they listed a whole bunch of new shows that they plan on giving out to this company. They are pulling all stops for this streaming service, including, of course.
Does this mean there's a service that's just Disney and getting the plus is like on top of that we get streaming as well, or what's the story?
The service of Disney is all the bullshit that you buy.
I think the plus is because you're getting this in addition to watching Disney on your television set.
Yes.
That's a no, I don't like that. It should be something.
So in addition to getting all of Disney's movies, with the exception of some racist shit.
No. My favorite.
Well, I said the exception's not in there. Do you feel like there's going to be someone who's like bummed out that they can't see Song of the South?
It's part of our heritage.
It's historical. I watch it for history reasons.
And what about that South American bird? You know. Toucan
Sam. Disney's also planning on adding a bunch of its own television series that they're planning on working on themselves, including Jon Favreau's The Mandalorian, which is a Star Wars spinoff, not about Boba Fett.
What?
It's some other guy. It's some other Mandalorian.
Oh, Jango Fett.
No. Just some nameless Mandalorian who's like a Clint Eastwood type.
Wasn't the entire idea for the Boba Fett movie that it was going to be a Clint Eastwood movie?
Yeah, but the Boba Fett movie's not happening, so.
Yeah, rest in peace, Star Wars Cinematic Universe.
They're also doing a second live-action Star Wars series based on some dude from Rogue One.
Oh, yeah, what's his name? The British guy.
Not
the really British guy, but the British guy.
The
Cass Andor.
The Spanish guy.
Is Disney doing the Moon War?
I think they're planning on doing Moon War, yeah. It's not listed here, but it's possible. They're also doing a final season of the Clone Wars that show that everyone who likes Star Wars tells me is good.
It's probably good.
I don't know.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. In addition to that, you know what else Disney has? Marvel. And they're planning on doing some Marvel-related things. Iron Fist actually... like Superman and Batman. They're gonna team up. No Spoodermans.
So
there's gonna be a Loki television show.
What? Isn't he dead?
Well, spoilers, but I think no one actually stays dead.
Oh.
Or it could be set before that happened.
Marvel is a universe where everyone stays dead.
Honestly, I would watch a sitcom about Thor and Loki.
Just
sharing an apartment in Asgard.
Yeah, I'd be into that. This Loki show is actually going to have Tom Hiddleston on it, so that's kind of cool, I guess. They're also doing a Scarlet Witch show for those two people who are fans of the MCU version of Scarlet Witch.
There's more than 0?
What could you tell me about the Marvel Cinematic Universe's version of Scarlet Witch that's unique?
She doesn't have Magneto as a dad, for now.
I meant that makes her an interesting character.
Oh, oops. She fucked a robot crystal man.
Yeah, I guess
50
that's...
years older than her somehow.
Well, it's a robot, so it's not any years older than her.
That's not unique at all.
Have you seen that sweater he wears? He's clearly 50.
I mean, that robot is based off of a person who is like 50 or something. Program. Yeah. It's weird because that computer program has like a bit of Tony Stark's mind in it, doesn't it?
I think it would be less creepy if she was dating Tony Stark, to be honest.
It would be creepier, probably. Because she did try to kill him.
Oh, that's why you think it would be creepier, not the whole...
Well, because the huge age difference?
Yeah, and the whole big...
That's normal.
Power elite of society.
I mean, that doesn't make it creepy.
Tony's a great guy. Don't worry about it.
What a role model.
Remember that time he supplied weapons to people? To terrorists?
Yeah, I like that.
To all the terrorists?
It's fine. He made up for it by making his own weapon to destroy the terrorists.
You gotta make money.
And then terrorism was forever defeated in the Marvel Universe, I think.
Yeah.
Until
Remember that
Iron
time?
Man 3, where he had to defeat terrorism again.
Well, he also had to defeat terrorism again in Iron Man 2.
Oh. Nobody remembers Iron Man 2 except for that ending scene.
That's fair. You know what I always remember when someone brings up Iron Man?
Yeah?
Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps!
Oh, that's a good one. I'm proud of you, Swanson.
Anyway, I'm going to run through the rest of this list of TV shows because I don't think you guys care as much about this stuff. There's a TV reboot for the movie High Fidelity. There's a new Monsters, Inc. television show. A High School Musical TV series. Some movies that are going to be released exclusively on the platform, including a live-action version of The Lady and the Tramp.
Oh no.
Some Christmas movie called Noel, a remake of The Parent Trap, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Father of the Bride, and a Don Quixote movie based on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wait,
what?
So this is a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie where Don Quixote shows up?
Sorry, no, it's a Don Quixote movie in the vein of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, never mind.
A new Muppet show, a Mighty Ducks TV series.
Yeah, why?
And something called Stargirl that's not related to DC.
Or Marvel. Oh, wait, are they adapting the... Hold on. I think they made us read a book called Stargirl in 6th grade. That might be it.
Maybe. Also something called the paper. Also an adaptation of The Paper Magician and something called Togo.
That sounds like a B movie, Togo.
It sounds like something I would find in like the $5 bin at Walmart.
Right next to Click.
Yes. Right next to Click and a copy of Darkman.
Yeah, that's what our fans were waiting for.
Yep. Anyway, better start budgeting for this bad boy because the reported cost is anywhere between $8 and $14.
Oh!
That's going to break the bank.
Anyway, Disney's expected to crush Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu in sometime next year.
Yeah. We wish them the best of luck.
With that lineup, I don't doubt it.
So it's been a sad year for us, especially since we learned that the Big Bang Theory is ending. I know I'm heartbroken.
Oh no.
My heart's broken in the sense that there's a steel rebar pipe going straight through it.
Just pull yourself up. You'll be fine.
Oh, good idea, Mom.
Yeah, see, you could probably ride on a horse straight to like a cabin or a bridge or something.
I must leave now. I will be gone forever until the movies about British Stairmaster.
Oh man, I can't wait for those British Stairmaster movies where he gets up to things.
He's probably just gonna
I'm going to the land of Wales. Oh. AKA Wales.
That's not very That's not that far off from Britain at all.
It's not a big island. Sorry.
Anyway, we might be losing the Big Bang Theory, but the one thing we're not losing is everyone's favorite spin-off, Young Sheldon.
I give it 2 seasons until it's canceled.
Well, it's in 2nd season now.
Then it'll be season 4. That's how math works.
Oh, 2 more seasons. I thought you meant 2 seasons and it was done. Anyway, this week we've gotten the dark hour prophesized. It's finally upon us.
Oh, dear.
The 2 Sheldons will meet.
Wait, so is young Sheldon a different person that's just also named Sheldon?
2 possibilities. Time travel. Or a dream sequence.
What? Does Sheldon just become Steve Urkel and he's able to build a time machine?
Yeah, probably.
He's really smart, Swanson.
Otherwise, he gets knocked unconscious before some really big moment. And he's talking to himself. And he needs to amp himself up.
Okay, here's my theory. Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Sheldons.
No!
A bunch of the Sheldon that we watch every week on The Big Bang Theory. Me, you, and Kiorein. We all watch it.
Yes. We all watch it. Bazoom.
He is chosen by some sort of protector of the realms version of him to save all of the other Sheldons from some crisis. And he has to team up with young Sheldon to do it.
So this idea is hurting me.
Okay, you know what would hurt even more? Sheldon Final Crisis.
Oh no! Wait, does
the anti-Sheldon.
Does he get shot?
The vampire immortal god is going to destroy the multiverse.
Does he get shot with a bullet at the end and sent back in time? We get caveman Sheldon.
Yes.
Writing writing Bazinga on a wall or something.
And also the Indian guy sings a really powerful note that may or may not be a David Bowie song to defeat him. The anti-Sheldon.
We don't know for sure because they can't get the rights to it. Anyway, odds are that what's actually going to happen is there's just going to be a fun little flashback, and we might hear the guy who plays Sheldon say something about it.
It's going to turn into How I Met Your Mother.
That'd be something.
Wait, was it Anti-Monitor or the Dark Monitor?
Anti-Monitor. Well, Dark Monitor technically is the Final Crisis version.
I'm pretty sure they're just going to reveal that there was just a kid named Sheldon who's not the Sheldon we know.
Okay, but what if the young Sheldon meets regular Sheldon, and like the timelines cross and they meld together or something.
He'd fix it with science.
Like they become one or something. Whatever happens.
So he'd be adult Sheldon with like kid Sheldon arms and legs.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh!
What you've described as a horror image, Kiorein.
He'd just be laying there making Sheldon quips.
Bazinga me! I need to die. Kill me. Bazinga me in the head.
Also, I need to update the BIOS for my Nintendo 64 emulator. Actually, that's more of an in-depth joke than they would ever do for that show.
Well, yeah, they probably don't know what an emulator is.
Oh, they know what emulators are.
And B, they probably don't know what an N64 is.
Like, the only thing I've seen of Big Bang Theory is them talking about emulators in the most agonizing way.
I was emulating my favorite classic game.
For Nintendo.
I was emulating Glover.
Yes, famous geekdom icon Glover.
Everyone loves that classic N64 game, Glover. Anyway, I hear we got a new segment on our hands, so hit the theme, Kiorein.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, very formal. What do we got, Stair?
I don't think this is a good idea.
Well, just tell me what you got.
TV-themed ASMR roleplay. You're
Oh,
watching television.
no. All right. Okay, what you got here, pal?
Welcome home. Let's turn on the telly and see what's on.
Okay.
Today in the news, 5 murders on 8th Street.
Change
The weather
channel.
will be cold. And here comes a touchdown. Boom. Boom. Wow, look at that dog pile. Johnson's skull got cracked wide open by that one.
This is really
Wait,
soothing,
we switched
actually.
over to sports?
Yeah, we
That's right,
switched
yeah.
over the sports channel.
And here comes the referee and the ambulance.
Man,
Oh, that's
I don't know about
fast.
I don't know about you, Kiorein, but this is getting me horny.
Really?
I'm getting hot and heavy just thinking about this.
Well, let's change
Hold
the
on.
channel.
Hold on. If you're here and I'm here, then where's Ronnie? Ha 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 ha. The
Oh, it's my
audience
favorite
goes.
show.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've gone through all the television channels since we don't actually own cable.
It's true. These are just over-the-air stations.
There's only one way to afford a cable package.
Let's
Oh,
watch
no.
an infomercial.
We gotta sell our bodies.
Oh, that wasn't. I thought I was just gonna call my cable provider.
I guess that would have been a better ending to this. But, strip. Wait.
You
Well,
heard the
that's-
TV, Swanson.
Well, the TV told me to, so I guess I gotta. All right.
It's time to suck.
What?
Okay, I'm done.
Wow. What a shocking segment. I'm sure we'll never do that again.
This is all Kia's fault. You ran out of ideas. We told him not to.
I didn't do anything.
All right. Well, after that wonderful segment that we all cherished and that I'll probably keep some part of in the recording.
He'll be on all the clip shows.
Yep. We'll all listen to it and look back fondly. It's time for another segment that we've done before that's coming back around. It's called What's On? Hit the Theme.
Which one
Bum
of us?
bum 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 bum.
All right.
Da 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 da
Oh.
da 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 da.
Okay, you can't do that. You can't do that more than that.
You're right.
We'll get sued. Welcome to What's On, a segment on the show where we do our very best to guess television shows. So how this works is I will tell you the title of a upcoming episode of TV, and you will try to guess what happens on that episode of television. Bonus points if you manage to actually guess the television show prior to me saying the synopsis. Let us begin. This episode is titled, I See You.
So there's a man with binoculars. And he's looking, he's seeing something happening, he's watching.
Okay, so a guy is being, hunted, being surveyed. But at the end of the episode, he figures it out.
Interesting.
And he sees them. A satellite flies overhead and takes a photograph of him, and he's looking straight up at it.
As wonderful as this sounds, we'll see how you guys think of this. Rebecca gets more than she bargained for during a day out with Daryl. Josh lends a helping hand to Paula, while Heather encourages Nathaniel to be a nice person.
Daryl.
So it sounds like neither of you got this crazy ex-girlfriend thing right.
I don't see any seeing going on in that.
No one's seeing anything. They're all blind.
A sitcom where everyone's blind.
And then one episode, one of them miraculously gets vision.
And just uses his power to abuse the rest.
His power.
His power to see things.
In that context, it's a power.
I guess.
Wasn't there a movie about that?
A blind person seeing something? Isn't it
was
called Daredevil?
No. There was a disease that made people blind, so they put them in this quarantine, and this one lady could see, so she led the revolution or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I think so. All right,
yeah.
this next one is called. This next one is called Candidate for Crime.
I thought that was going to end something else.
All right, so there's a politician, and he stole a sandwich, and now the police are after him, and he's a candidate for crime, and he's in big trouble.
Is this an episode of Parks and Rec?
No, that show is no longer on the television.
Whoops. Guess I donked it. Okay, so Martha's going to run for president of the town. That's it. That's the plot of this episode.
Okay, that's not a bad plot. The team is drawn into dangerous political intrigue when a tattoo points to someone from White's past. Kiorein got this one, sort of, with an episode from Blind Spot, which is a show about a lady who has a bunch of tattoos that point people to crimes.
What?
That's helpful.
And that's somehow been on for, I think, 3 seasons now.
Well, that sounds like a show we should watch on the podcast.
Maybe.
Unless it's really boring somehow.
I mean, 3 seasons in, probably. All right, so Kio's got 1 point.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, gosh.
This one is called Till Death Do We Party.
Okay,
all right, so... Oh, go ahead, Stair.
No, you went first all these times.
No.
We should keep the pattern going. The audience loves familiarity.
Okay. So these crazy kids are having a teenage party, and stupid Bill climbs up high on something and falls down and breaks his body, and he's dead, and there's blood.
Yeah, mine was the exact same, except it was a drug overdose.
Oh, okay.
That's more of a teen thing, I think. Or
what?
Or maybe they get drunk and drive home into a semi-truck.
All right, very morbid. Jake and Claire worry that Bonnie and Gerald are partying too hard in their retirement. Also, Cooper seeks inspiration for a new song.
Partying too hard in the retirement.
I'm going to give this to no one, even though Keo came sort of close, I guess.
They're retired. Let them party to death. It's not like they're just waiting down the clock anyways.
This is for an episode of Happy Together, which is, if you recall that show where we examined the poster and decided whether or not they were going to have a three-way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this one is called Three Dots.
Okay, it's about a blind person. Like, they realize that a blind person is a terrorist mastermind because there's Braille in the bomb lab.
There's a ladybug. There's a ladybug with 3 dots involved somehow, and it eats somebody.
Oh!
Wait, is this a giant ladybug or a regular ladybug that just eats someone?
I don't want to be too specific here.
Okay. In case there's another television show with a similar plot, but the only difference is that it's a giant ladybug or a regular one.
I don't want to get this wrong because I put too many details.
Well, that won't be why you get it wrong.
That would suck if you got swarmed by ladybugs and devoured.
Yeah, especially because I don't think ladybugs are flesh eating.
Well, they are predators.
They might. What if they get mad at you?
They hunt in the wild. They eat aphids.
Those are barely things.
That's why they're so small.
Yeah. All right. A patient's treatment plan takes an unexpected turn when Max gets overly invested. Meanwhile, Reynolds celebrates his birthday with some help from the hospital.
Oh,
where are the dots?
Yeah, there's no dots explained in this one. This was a trick.
Is it because they're in a hospital and they need the dots for chemo?
Sure. This is for NBC's medical drama New Amsterdam. I don't know what it's about other than hospital.
We've talked about that before, haven't we?
Maybe?
I think we talked about it coming on. We were talking about what the show was about.
Oh, yeah. And I think we got it wrong then, too.
What could it possibly be about? That's the vaguest name for a show ever.
With apparently the vaguest titles for...
Yeah.
All right. This is the final one.
Television.
Oh, wrong podcast, buddy. We love television here. All right, this is the last one. Stairmaster could tie it, I guess, in which case both of you lose. The icicle cometh.
Oh.
So it's cold, and there's icicles, and somebody's repeatedly warned to watch out for those icicles, but he doesn't listen, and then the icicle hits him in the head.
Okay, I was thinking there's an icicle sticking up from the ground and someone trips and lands on it face first and gets stabbed through the skull.
Dang.
Maybe one of the actors is leaving, so they're killing his character off. His or her. There.
Caitlin, Barry, and Cisco learn something new about Caitlin's father. Meanwhile, Iris follows a clue about Cicada. This is The Flash.
Fuck off! Fuck you!
But I am going to give it to Kiorein because I know that one of these characters, or maybe not one of... No, yeah, I think Caitlin maybe. I don't watch The Flash, so I don't know. I know that there's an ice-based character.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze.
No, The Flash has
Mark
his own
Hamill.
ice character. Blizzard Bastard or something. Some alliteration, Cold Master or something.
Snowball!
Does he make the Flash cold so he can't run fast?
I guess he freezes him.
They're not freezing him, but just make him too cold to run. He can only kind of do this awkward little jog.
That's what freezing is, Keo.
No, it's not.
He's already solid, so you can't.
If you're full of liquid, Stair. Your body is full of liquid.
You're full of so many juices.
Exactly.
I want to taste them all.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, well, Kiorein wins.
All right, I get the trophy.
Yes, here's your trophy. It's pretty big, so watch out.
Oh, it's got icicles on it.
Yeah, weird.
Where have you been storing this?
The freezer.
All right, well, at least you're not some kind of ice-based villain.
No, I would never be. I mean, I clearly store this in the freezer where I store lots of things that aren't at all based on villainy.
Nice.
What's this flamethrower that's labeled cold thrower doing here?
Well, for one thing, it's clearly not a flamethrower. It's labeled.
Ah, you're right.
And for second, none of your business.
Okay.
Don't ask questions. You won't like the answers.
What's this document? Plan to freeze the entire city? I guess that's self-explanatory. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, one, self-explanatory, and second, refer back to not asking questions.
Hey, Swanson, I've got these medical records about you having frostbite over 90% of your body. What's that about?
Well, it was a bad incident that I don't want to talk about. Stop asking questions.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, guys, can I be honest with you? I'm going to freeze the earth.
Ooh.
So they can feel as cold as I feel, okay?
Well, that's understandable.
And I'm not talking like emotionally. I mean, I'm physically cold at all times.
Oh.
Wait, is that why you've been shivering every day?
Yeah.
It's too bad you didn't reveal this during the Asmir section. That would have been... I could have come up with a solution.
I thought you were just like a junkie or something, you know?
No, junkie shake in a different way.
Well, I assume you're doing copious amounts of painkiller to deal with the fact your body's 93% frostbite.
No.
Oh. Well, let's get this man some heroin.
No, that'll mess with my plans.
Oh.
We'll have time for heroin after I've frozen the earth.
We can cancel the plans. Like, you don't have to freeze everything. Like,
I'm kind of already like halfway in, you know. It feels sort of weak to chicken out now. You gotta go for it all the way, Kiorein.
You know, I can respect that.
I respect your purity of justice.
Alright, so we watched a television show after months of begging from Stairmaster.
That's right, ma'am.
This week we watched Netflix's BBC import Bodyguard. About Bodyguard. He guards bodies. That's what he does.
Yes, it's a BBC show.
That's been imported to Netflix.
Check. Yes. I just double check to make sure.
I'm glad we got our facts straight here about the show Bodyguard.
Yes. So this show features a man with the improbable name David Budd.
That's probably like a normal name in England.
I thought when he said his name was David Butt.
That would be funny. Imagine his name was Butt. Because that's like your ass.
I didn't even think of that.
One of the actresses' his name is Keely Hawes.
What's that mean?
I don't know. It sounds funny.
Like Hawes. Like you're laughing.
I guess
oh boy. Another one of these actors' names is Paul Reddy.
That's a good name.
Who's ready? Paul's ready.
Only the best television insights.
Paul, are you ready? I'm always ready.
Shut up. No more.
That's my problem. I'm always ready. And then he transforms into the Hulk.
He transforms into the Hulk. Okay. Okay, so the show opens with some gunshot noises. But it's actually a train.
But it's just a guy on a train. It turns out he's not much of a bodyguard. He's more of a child guard.
Children have bodies.
But our children, would we consider children bodies?
All right, if you hire somebody to watch over and protect your children, you call them a babysitter, not a bodyguard.
Or like a nanny.
Good point. Special nanny David Budd reporting, Mom.
This bedtime is for your own protection, Mom.
I'm Mrs. Doubtfire, Mom.
I'd watch the fuck out of that.
It's the guy. Same character as this, being Mrs. Doubtfire.
It's just Bud. It's just Mrs. Budfire or something. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, we're introduced to our main character, David Budd, and he's with his kids.
Yes.
They're on a train home. And there's like a sandwich just lying on this table, not like a plate or anything.
Yeah, they haven't eaten it.
Oh. That doesn't excuse it, though.
They don't have plates in England.
Anyway,
Anyway,
with their hands out there.
Yeah, and we
across
watch
the pond.
only with their hands, and we watch him. Watch other people for a bit.
He's a people watcher.
Yeah, it's almost as if he has some sort of job related to it.
Very mysterious, this guy. We don't learn much about him during this episode at all.
Well, we learned a decent amount about him, actually.
No, we don't know why he's doing anything or what his job is.
Oh.
Yeah, we know nothing about what compels him. Or anything he feels.
You're right, guys. This is just like Jack Ryan. Anyway, yeah. He eventually sees
a suspicious coat man.
Yeah, who goes into the bathroom, and then later on, there's a lady knocking on the bathroom door trying to get his attention. Nothing happens. So he approaches this woman, shows her that he works for the government.
Police.
And
he's a police cop officer.
He's a police boy. Hello, I'm a special police boy, David Budd. I'm a very special police boy. I is.
And he takes charge of the situation and he saves the day.
More or less. There's a tense scene where he's prepared to kick a man through a door to get him off the train.
Oh,
but
I want to point out how great this is. Like, just a close up on his face as he's preparing himself.
Oh, where he's like ridiculously nervous.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that this show does take the time to show that this action star is like,
oh fuck.
Yeah, fuck. I gotta. Oh shit!
Oh,
I gotta do this.
I've never done this before.
This feels like what Jack Ryan should have been.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did ask myself literally, like, what if this guy was just dropping a huge deuce in the toilet instead, and he just comes out.
It almost seems like that because the guy does walk out.
Yes, and he's just
like, this guy doesn't have a bomb.
What really should have happened is Bud should have went in and checked the toilet, smelled around, saw if it stank.
Oh,
because that would have been suspecting something.
If only this had been an Adam Sandler film.
Yeah, he would have been like, no traces of Dookie.
He would have like stuck his hand in the toilet and then smelled it.
Mom, he's been wanking it in this urinal.
Mom, no sign of. Do they have urinals on a train?
No.
He was just trying to sound British by using a different word.
On the pisser. But he goes into the lady. Does he go into the ladies' bathroom?
No, it's a mixed gender bathroom.
Oh, okay. So he goes into this bathroom, and
there's the lady with the suicide vest.
Twist: ladies can suicide bomb too.
I think the misdirect is that we only saw one person, so the fact there's a second, it's a shock.
Yeah, this is a very tense scene, but it also takes a very long time. It's like what? This episode's 58 minutes. It's about
we spend like
20 minutes. Yeah,
we spend 22 minutes on the train,
which is like fine, I guess. It's just wow, what a way to get into the world.
What a way to go.
But yeah, there's a long sequence of him attempting to make sure that she does not get shot after he talks her down.
They really wanted to shoot her.
They were so ready to shoot.
To be fair, I mean, I wouldn't want to take any chances in that situation. I'm not even like turbo coward like a cop is.
But Bud was ready to take a chance.
Oh yeah, he has a bit of a rant about how politicians just use people like them up. He's probably got like some past trauma or something.
Nah, I don't think.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah. But yeah, he manages to successfully de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, and this all takes 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then we see him go home to his ex-wife.
That should have taken the whole episode up, to be honest.
It was just the whole episode was him on a train and you know nothing about him.
Yeah. And the episode ends when he gets off the train and he just looks up at the sky and says, "Finally over, Mum."
He calls the sky Mum.
No, an old lady's face sort of appears in the starry night. So we just gotta assume that's his mom.
Wow, what an interesting show you guys have pitched.
If this had been in the 1970s, that probably would have happened.
It's true. British television in the 1970s is probably pretty weird.
Yeah, they're not ex-wives yet, but they're going that way.
Yeah. It seems that way. And we get the sense via this and other moments throughout the episode that he might have some problems mentally.
Yeah, and then the next day he goes to work.
Yep.
And he talks to Mum.
He talks to Mum.
The titular Mum that we...
There are so many... Man, if you haven't caught on yet, there are so many ma'ams that are spoken.
Yeah, but he's Scottish.
Primarily by this guy, so he says Mum.
He's like from the lowlands or something.
Hey,
England.
Yeah, I don't know if he's Scottish.
He's like North English, so you know there's...
He says it every sentence, basically.
So North English is like US South.
Oh,
so
gosh. That explains a lot about this show, actually.
I don't know if that's accurate. If it is...
The family troubles.
Yeah. If it is, please tell me. If it isn't, please tell me. Anyway, yeah, he gets a promotion of sorts. Yeah,
he gets moved up to guarding like the English equivalent of the Homeland Secretary.
Yes, the Home Secretary.
Yeah.
And they don't get along.
Well, actually, the Home Secretary is more important since she also has jurisdiction over MI5, which is like the counterintelligence part of the FBI in England.
Wow, Mum.
That's some interesting facts, Mom.
Yeah, she's real rude until she finds out he saved the train.
And then she becomes, and then she's like, well, I guess I have to show this person basic human decency.
I guess I can't treat him like all the rest of the help.
Yeah, pretty much. Is this like the British version of Hillary Clinton? Do you think this is how Hillary Clinton acts?
No, she's like...
Well, she's a conservative, I know.
She's
but
a Tory. Yeah, but no Tory would be that attractive in real life.
Wow.
I guess she would be Condoleezza Rice? That was a big neocon woman.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because she's not stupid enough to be Sarah Palin.
Yeah. But her opinions seem a lot worse than Condoleezza Rice ever did.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Much like Condoleezza Rice, she's a big supporter of the war in Afghanistan and the Iraq War.
Yeah.
And she's totally fine with infringing on civil liberties.
Oh, and she basically has a "I will never apologize for America" moment during that TV interview, but...
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
We can get there if we want.
Yeah, before this, there's also a scene where David Budd calls his soon-to-be ex-wife.
Oh, yeah, while he's drinking. Yeah. There's a thing that I think is setting up for something else. You've watched the show, so I don't know. But when he's done checking the entirety of her house, her friend or spokesperson or fellow...
I think government boy.
Okay, fellow government
Politics
boy comes in and there's a hint that they are having sex. And Bud makes note of that, I think.
He writes it down in his journal.
I think he's just thinking because he's just thinking in that sort of way because his marriage is falling apart.
Oh, I don't know. I just heard the guy whisper something to her about how he had something for later.
I forgot.
He's jealous.
Sorry, Mom.
Anyways, he calls his wife, and she's just like, "No, not like this." You know how you get when you have a few beers and you...
And then he angrily destroys a bottle.
That's a very good fuck on his part. Very British.
It's
very
true.
angry.
It's a very British fuck.
Anyways, the next morning, David Budd's taking the Home Secretary to a TV interview.
Yeah, and she gets coffee spilled on her, and he just immediately starts...
intern.
Yeah, he's immediately like, let me strip, Mom. I'm going to strip for you, Mom. Mom, watch my pecs. Mom.
Mom, don't look at my... Yeah, I guess those are pecs. Sorry.
Were you going to say boobs?
Check this out, Mom.
I was also going to say pecs, but then it's like, wait, no. He already said pecs. I can't.
Mom, watch my pectorals dance. Mom.
Look at my biceps and triceps.
Mom, wouldn't you like to get on the six-pack? Mom. Anyway, why
did that scene last for like 20 minutes where he's taking his shirt off?
And it was in slow motion, and they were like playing music where it was like...
And lighting became really soft.
Yeah, and like a saxophone started playing, like... It
kind of took the mood out of the show, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of made me like lose sight of what was happening for a second. Also, I had a raging heart on.
Yeah, I was watching this at my computer, and my table flipped over when it happened.
Sorry about that, Mom.
He looks at the camera and apologizes.
Yeah, he looks at his camera, apologizes, and says, "Sorry about your boner, Mom."
Yeah. Anyways, there's like these really intense reaction shot of David when the interview is going on, and the lady's giving her neocon bullshit.
Which, like, makes sense, because I would also have a really intense look if I was just hearing a bunch of bullshit being spouted out about...
Especially if you're mentally scarred from their policies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think they go another day, and David Budd's, like, at the front, and they're like, oh, we need you upstairs right now.
And he's, like, ready.
He goes into the elevator, and he's, like, hyperventilating.
Yeah. Oh, can we go back for a sec? I had a note here, and I didn't get to mention it. I think it's not when he takes his shirt off in front of her, but we do see a scene of him where we get to see his action hero scars.
Oh, yeah, that's like at the end of the episode.
No, that's later when he's talking to his friend who has other scars. But he has, we show, like, his body scars to show that he has, like, not only emotional scarring, but real-life scarring, too.
The deepest scars are the ones we can't see.
Been through a lot, Mom.
You know, they say the first cut is the deepest. But that's also completely false.
Yeah.
Sheryl Crow might need to work on that.
I've noticed that the intern got fired, and that's why they called him up. He thought he was going to have to use his gun, so he was hyperventilating in the elevator.
Yeah. Oh, also, I... Continue, sorry.
Half the best parts about this episode are just him doing, like, intense faces as he's in psychological crisis.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, him going through PTSD.
This is, like, a really shitty week.
For him?
Yeah.
What do you mean? He saved a train. That's a good week.
In a very high-tense situation for a guy who has traumatic stress.
Nah, I'd be celebrating, having a party after that.
Anyways, the coffee-spilling intern gets fired, and she leaves in, like, a weird SUV. Like, she has her own driver or something.
Yeah, that's not suspicious.
Yeah.
And we also later see her trying to sell her story.
Yeah. Oh, and we get this one really good brief scene where the Home Secretary's talking to this big Parliament dude.
Oh, yeah.
And David Budd's like, we need to go inside, Mom. And he's like, can't you call your monkey off? And he's like, I'm mixed race. And he's just like, oh, fuck. Silently. You can see him mull over for like 5 seconds, and then he just frowns.
And then he reveals that he's actually not mixed race.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a great way to own the conservatives, I guess.
It's funny because that wouldn't work in America.
No, they would just do it harder.
They'd just be like, yes, got him.
Owning the libs by being a racist. Also, there was a scene earlier where we see him like checking out his gun, and wow, it's cool to see that the British have actual procedures for getting guns.
Yeah.
You don't just have to have like some sort of badge.
Yeah.
I guess they do actually technically have some sort of badge that says these are the guns you can get.
Yeah. He's got like a permit or like a receipt, a voucher.
He's got like a voucher for his gun and the amount of ammo.
And yeah, 2 clips.
Which is like, that's a very sensible procedure.
That's like 1/10 of what an American cop would get.
An American cop could probably get a tank if he asked hard enough.
The government just gives them cop tanks.
I just go down to Joe's gun store and grab a cardboard box full of guns and ammo, and that's fine.
Yeah, take a gun, leave a gun. That's the process they have.
Yeah, we get a scene of David and the Home Secretary, Julia, bonding. And then we get another good scene where David goes back to his wife's house.
Yeah, and tries to talk to her, but she's having none of it.
And then it turns out that the kids aren't home because she had another man over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where were they at?
They were at
the friend's house.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about that.
They were at the schoolmate's house, having a little play date.
Having a sleepover, they was. Yeah, but so he eventually, the crux of this episode is this meeting with his friend.
Oh, yeah, at the vets group.
Yeah.
Where this vet looks familiar. Has he been in something else?
I don't know.
Yeah, this guy.
He's like, hey, come to the meetings, friend. They're good for you. He's like, nah.
And he's ranting about wars in the desert and the oil fields.
Yeah, we get the sense that he does not want to personally seek help, given the time that he says no numerous times to his wife saying that he needs help.
Also, he'd probably lose his job.
Well, yeah, for sure.
What did he say?
Okay, let me see if this... He was in... This best friend was in Game of Thrones Season 3.
Oh, that's probably it.
He was also on Preacher. Interesting. Alright, anyway. Yeah, him and his friend have this conversation. And his friend kind of reams him out for working for the enemy, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, David had this line. Remember what you said back in Helmand? If you had any of the bastards in your sight, you just close your eyes and pull the trigger. If it weren't for them, you still have a face and I'd still have a family.
And yeah, that's harsh.
And then, yeah, it cuts to him getting ready for work and also getting a gun from his drawer, not the government place.
Yeah, he has his own gun.
And we end on one of the, what's his name, saying how safe the lady will be with the terror-stopping man.
Yeah. And lots of like tense music starts playing as he drives away.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, I love tense music.
Yeah. This is a perfect show. It's about a guy who wants to fuck and kill his boss. It ties in with the zeitgeist of 2018.
Where we all want to fucking kill our bosses.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah.
Yes. While tense music plays, what we think about it.
I mean, we constantly talk about daddies on this podcast. And they're an authority figure.
Kinda.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. This was alright. This wasn't a bad show.
Yeah.
I liked the exploration of this guy's... Lots of shows do the PTSD thing, but don't actually bother, like, getting to the point where it's actually an issue for someone.
Yeah.
Like, the closest that something came to, like, this level of depth was Breaking Bad, probably. There's probably other
Mr.
shows.
Cop Guy.
Oh, also The Wire
Strengths.
with Cuddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has a moment like that in season 3.
Strengths: shoots good, solves crimes. Weaknesses: PTSD, feels bad sometimes.
PTSD, you get 2 free character points.
Yeah,
on skills.
You really gotta go. You really gotta go for that character, that PTSD.
And yeah, just invest it in your weapon skills.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Or get the ambidextrous trait so you can dual wield good.
It pays off because it pays off so you don't have to grind in the first part of the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, I like the show. It was pretty.
The only downside to the PTSD trait is your character will sometimes look at his hands.
Yeah, and sort of just shake.
And loud noises have a debuff effect on him.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to say is someone who actually watched all 6 episodes of this. You should really watch episode 2. If you're not,
I'll think about it.
That will put
in
you
my
100%
study.
on board, I think.
Is episode 2 where they fuck?
Maybe. Yes.
Oh. Wow, spoilers.
You asked.
I didn't ask to be spoiled.
Yeah, you did.
I did not. I said I didn't say spoil me, Daddy.
I could see it in your eyes. You wanted to know about the fucking.
Yeah, Swanson, you had really hungry eyes.
You wanted to know if you got to see him
when you asked that
shirtless some
question.
more.
I got hungry eyes.
So
They
yeah,
see the magic between you and I.
So
anyway.
This is a tune in, right, Keo?
No, I hated this. This
Fuck!
was total. No, this is a tune in.
This, Mom.
It's a tune in. It's a tune in. Don't just relax. I liked it.
You
It's
like
one
it?
of the best shows of the year, Mom.
Is
It's
it?
only 6 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disqualify that. I haven't watched all of it. But yeah, this sounds like a tune in for Bodyguard.
I said one of.
Well, yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched all of it yet. Maybe I won't like how it goes.
Yeah, what if he just dies in like a bungee jumping accident or something?
Damn,
Like-
that is how it happens.
Like that guy from The Fresh Prince.
You mean JJ, Jesse, Jeff?
No, do you guys remember this? Hillary's boyfriend died in a bungee jumping accident.
I don't even.
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
I think now.
He proclaims his love to her on television.
Oh,
and then
yeah!
jumps.
Yeah! Okay.
And then they all watch him die on TV.
Okay.
That was really
something. For
something.
this week, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I mean, we'll see what the Thanksgiving landscape is next week. I'm thankful for Will Smith.
Did you see that video he did of him watching the fire? I was very harrowing.
Was he like scared?
Yes.
Oh.
No, he put on a brave face for America.
I'm glad we have Will Smith to teach us in this trying time.
I want to see him smugly watching the fire, almost as if he's the one who started it.
I want to see him like trying to solve the fire, like flying a
I
plane
wanna see a
over it.
video.
Kanye and Kim Kardashian have some ideas.
I want to see a video of a close up of his eye with the fire reflected in it.
And it like zooms out and you see his face and he's smiling.
Yeah.
I just want to see like him dancing, and then it crossfades into fire, and the Terminator 2 theme starts playing.
Oh
Sorry,
boy.
sorry, Mom.
So
I thought that was
next time
flying
on
in my
TV
head.
Tuners, we're gonna build a man who can stop all fire.
A fireman?
No, Waterman.
Oh, well, that tracks. All right, well, it's about time we wrap it up, huh?
Yeah, let's go home.
All right, well, if you have any questions, quips, comments, foresights, or otherwise for us, you can always send us an email at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kiorein?
Email. The TV Tuners podcast email is currently being DDoSed, so it's not accessible.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people are mad about our recent comments regarding Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's attire.
Yeah, this will hopefully still make sense by then.
And I'm just saying, if she's really poor, she should have come to Congress in a rag tunic.
Or a potato sack.
Or a rat skin.
Rat skin?
That's all they can get. That's all they can hunt in New York.
I guess
I guess
there
they
are
could-
lots of them.
I guess you can make a dress out of cockroach shells.
Oh, no.
This dress was made out of the skin of pizza rat.
Oh, no. That would be really tragic.
I
All right.
Wouldn't cover very much
and hunted
skin.
crocodiles for this. I hope you enjoy it, Mom.
You can also find us on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Jesse Swanson.
I'm at Stairmaster 2.
I'm at Real Kiorein.
And you can also find the show on Twitter at TV Tuners. You can also use the hashtag TV Tuners, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying.
Or the hashtag Sorry Mom.
Sure. You can use the hashtag Sorry Mom, and we'll also give a glance to that. And as always, we're on all of your favorite podcasting apps, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, all of them. You can type in TV Tuners and we'll be there.
Mom, we have to
all
go.
of them?
Every single one!
There's an emergency, Mom.
What? Huh?
There's another bomb in this studio.
Oh, we're ending on the same cliffhanger twice in a row?
Yes, Keo planted a bomb under the table. Look.
That's an ice bomb. I didn't plant that.
It's gonna blow. Hurry.
Alright, well, we'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Till then, bye. It's over.
Sorry, Mom.